Hi, it's me, Rachel Ann, and today's Financial Friday is my March budget setup. Gosh, I really hate recording with my glasses on, but let's get started with the budget. A brand new month is one of my absolute favorite things. I love clearing everything out, pushing reset, restarting, and just like having a fresh, clean budget. Even when a month is incredibly great, I love restarting. Now, if the month is terrible, then I really love restarting, but no matter what, I love restarting a new budget. It's just fresh and exciting and gets me excited about the new month. So as you can see here, I have cleared everything out. Everything is fresh, ready to begin the month, and I start my month with $250 in the bank. That is half of my emergency fund. The other half of my emergency fund is in a separate checking account that I use as kind of like a buffer and just to keep a little bit of money in that account. I actually use Capital One 360, and if you use my link below, then we can both get a little bit of money if you are interested in using them. I love using the Capital One 360 accounts because both the savings and checking accounts are interest bearing, whereas all of my other bank accounts that I have and use are not interest bearing. So the first thing I need to do is I just copy and pasted, so I need to take February out and make it say March. Now what I'm going to do is go line by line with each different allocation, each different spending amount, and see if that is what I need for March, if I need more in some areas and if I need less in some areas. That's just what doing a budget monthly is all about. You have to readjust every single month and see where you are, see what you need, because every month different things come up, so you need to readjust every single month. And sometimes you might even need to adjust by pay period. If you are paid twice a month or even once a week, you might even need to readjust as often as you are paid. Now, because I am on salary and I know exactly how much I'm going to get paid every single paycheck, I get paid twice a month, I know exactly how much I'm going to make, so I know exactly how much I'm going to be spending, so that does make things a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to start here with my church allocation. That is not going to change in the month of March. You can see here, this is like my general budget. If there's ever a certain month that I need to change certain things, then that's my allotted spending, but I like to keep my general budget here just in case I change something. I can change it back to what it is technically supposed to be. Right now I am planning on upping my church giving when my church calls for that, which will be probably sometime in the spring. I think it might have been mentioned on Sunday that it was coming up soon, so like to start thinking about it, and I've already thought about it. So it's not happening yet, but it will be happening soon, and it will go to 120. I just double checked how many Saturdays there are in March, because actually this amount comes out weekly. It is $25 a week, and it comes out on Saturdays automatically, so I don't have to worry about it and I don't forget about it. So this is actually going up to $125 for the month of March. My rent amount, I pay my undergraduate student loan that my parents are paying. I pay that in lieu of rent while I'm living at home, so that will not change. That is a set amount, $273.66. And then my graduate student loan payment that I am responsible for, I think that might actually be changing to like $121. I'm not 100% sure. If it does, that money will still go to debt, so it will become part of this extra student loan payment. For right now, I'm going to put, not 100. For right now, I'm going to put $1,000 towards my extra student loan payment, but I'm actually going to come back to this and see how much extra I can actually put towards my extra student loan payment, because I've realized in the month of February that I actually just need to get over myself needing it to be around $1,000 when I really should be aiming for as much as possible going to debt. So I am actually going to come back to this number in just a little bit and see how much more I can add to this total. I don't add anything to my extra checking account because that is half of my emergency fund. As I mentioned it before, it just sits at $250 and I don't add anything to it. My sinking funds, I don't think I'm going to change that, but I will visit them in just a moment. HP Instant Ink should be $0 for the month of March. However, I have seen where I'm supposed to actually pay in March. I think it's coming up, even though I was told that I would have 2 free months. I think they only give me 1 free month, so I need to contact them before I'm actually charged, and it should be 0. My Verizon bill the last month was $53.17, so I'm just going to raise that up just to see if it goes up. I don't know why it keeps going up. It started out at like $53.09 and it keeps going up. I guess tax just keeps getting more and more expensive. I don't even know. I'm going to keep Netflix in here, but I am about 90% sure that I want to cancel Netflix now. I haven't used it in a couple months, or at least since December. I don't know. I'm torn. I really use Netflix in the summer, and I use it over Christmas break, but I don't really use it at any other point in time. I had been watching it on my TV with my Wii. Well, Wii no longer supports Netflix, so I can no longer watch Netflix the way that I want to watch Netflix. So I feel like I want to get rid of it, but that's a very hard decision, and I might be doing this sooner than later, but I haven't done it yet, so I have to keep it in the budget because I don't want it to come out because maybe, something happened and I forgot, or I didn't have time to cancel it. If I do end up canceling it and I'm not charged another month, because that's another possibility, I might cancel it and then get charged 1 more month. So I'm going to keep it for right now, and if it does not get charged in the month of March, then I am going to put that up here towards my extra student loan payment, because any extra money goes towards that anyway, so I'm not really going to worry about it. But I am going to leave it there for now, but I'm just telling you this. I think I'm going to get rid of Netflix. I am going to leave my gas at $75. That seems to work really well. Some months I am right on the money, some months I'm a little bit over or a little bit under, but typically I need about 3 fill-ups in my gas tank for a month, and $75 is about 3 fill-ups, maybe a little bit more, so I can almost get a 4th fill-up if I need it. For my groceries, I don't buy most of my groceries. Most of the groceries are either snacks for my kindergartners or food for myself at school. I'm a teacher, and I kind of take care of my own breakfasts and lunches, and so most of that money is where that comes from. I know that I will probably not need to buy very many snacks at all, hopefully none, because I bought so many snacks in February that I won't need to buy any snacks for my kindergartners. Now I do get reimbursed for that, but what I do is I take it out of my grocery budget and then kind of count that extra money as income that I put towards debt. So I'm actually going to lower this to $80 for the month of March and just kind of see how that works out. I do have some groceries I need to buy for myself, but I don't have a lot of snacks to buy, and that's where most of that money comes from. And I still have a Walmart gift card. I don't know how much is left on it, but I have some money left on a Walmart gift card that I can go to Walmart and buy groceries there for my breakfasts and lunches and save a little bit of money by using the gift card instead of my groceries allocation. My teaching budget, I'm going to keep at $60. That amount seems to have been working the last couple of months. Sometimes it feels really tight, but I've been able to kind of work around it, which is really good. My spending money, I'm actually going to lower that to $60. That's what it used to be, and I raised it just because I was trying to keep this number right here, this $1,000, to be an even amount. I kind of feel like that was ridiculous on my part, so that money should be going to debt. I spent very little money in the month of February, and so I'm lowering that down. I'm also going to lower down my restaurants amount, and then my weight loss, which is really for purchasing 5Ks, that I have the goal of doing a 5K once a month, and that's going to stay at $50 because the 5Ks they're usually around $40 to $50, so that's going to stay the same. I'm actually going to go through here and my general budget. For right now, I'm going to leave groceries at $100, but I am going to lower down my spending and restaurant money and try to pull this number up a little bit. So for my general budget, that puts me at $10.85. This number, my total for my general budget, and then my general budgeted income should be equal. Right now I am under $105.98, which means that I can actually put all of that to my extra debt payment. So now this number for this month's budget should equal my budgeted income, and it does, and so I'm at zero there, and I have spent everything. I have a zero-based budget for the month of March, and I am ready to start March new and fresh. One last thing that I'm going to do is go over my sinking funds and where I am starting in the month of March. So my emergency fund, half of it anyway, stays the same. My progressive was paid in February, so I am down to $40 now. So for my car insurance, I pay that every 6 months and save a good $70 to $80 by doing that. I am at $105 for gifts. I still have $100 left in miscellaneous. That is for things like taking my dog to the vet, paying my dues and my racing license to work at my, Churchill Downs and Keeneland, which are two of my side hustles, and then my Amazon Prime and a couple other things is what falls into this category right here, because none of those things come up at the same time of year, so that's why I just have one general sinking fund for that, for all of those things. I have $450 in my car repairs and replacement fund, which I'm feeling much better about how much I have in here now. If something needs to be fixed, I feel like I could probably fix it. I have $150 in my clothing fund, $275 in my medical fund, $275 in my laptop fund, and then $150 in my family time fund, which is spending time with my family, no matter what comes up, just in case. With my mom being sick, it is, I think it's very wise for me to save for spending time with my family no matter what they want to do. My family is more important than paying off debt, just to be honest. And then I just have this extra change just to keep numbers nice and round and even, because I like that. But as this number grows, I can always add it, to my other sinking fund allocations. So right now I have $19.59 in my extra change allocation for my sinking funds. That's it. That is my budget. I am ready to begin the new month of March. I know that I am not posting this until March 1st, so March will have officially begun by the time you're seeing this, but it is a couple of days early, so I am well prepared. Have no fear. I would like to know if you have set your March budget yet, and how your March is looking for you. Did you have anything unusual come up? And if so, I would like to know all about it, and you can leave me a comment down below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you are not already. I make videos about getting out of my student loan debt and losing some weight along the way. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.